Okay, so originally I had a picture of Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark became the fastest person to shoot to make 103 pointers in the league. So she scored 103 pointers in 34 games, which is a WNBA record. Caitlin Clark has been breaking records left and right, probably since the All Star break. She has the rookie record for assists, and that thing's gonna be totally out of reach. Like Juju is probably a couple years from coming out of USA. He's got a couple years for coming into the league. She might have a chance to break that record, but Caitlin Clark's gonna have that record so out of reach. I don't know who's gonna break that anytime soon. So I had that picture. It was from ESPN's X, and then I wanted to look up something about Andrea Carter, and I came across this picture from Chini. So Chini's from ESPN. She's partners of Andrea Carter on covering basketball. So it's a picture of Chini and Andrea Carter and Elle Duncan and Monica McNutt sitting in the back and Kimberly L. Martin. Now, Kimberly L. Martin is not part of this discussion because she covers the NFL, but she also says wacky things, so I'll probably have some smoke for her later. But Caroline Peck should actually be in this because she's kind of part of this discussion too. So the media has been on this kick ever since the first quarter of the season of the WNBA that they wanted I think in a lot of ways they want Angel Reese to be the face of the league. They don't, for some reason, they want Angel Reese to be the face, and they kind of always been downplaying Caitlin Clark. And even for people that I like that was caught talking about Caitlin Clark, they would say, "Oh, she's a flash in the pan." It's like, no, you guys aren't. Yeah, her stats, Caitlin Clark's stats was not good at the beginning of the season. She too many turnovers. Um, she was getting fouled a lot, hard fouls. She wasn't hitting her 3-pointers, and the game's too fast for her at first. But the one thing that I noticed about her, which goes back to the assist record, I noticed she knows how to throw passes, man. Like she has great vision. And I saw this in college, and it's like, man, she's really like Larry Bird. Like she has the same thing that Bird has, that Magic has, that LeBron has. Like um, Jason Kidd. Like there's people, man, when they could just see the court better than everybody else. And I think what Caitlin Clark's problem was she didn't know her teammates yet. She didn't know what Kelsey Mitchell liked the ball. Like it's like she knew her college teammates. She knew because she's been with them for years upon years. But when now you're in a different league, it's a lot faster. You're getting hard fouls, and but she sees the floor so well, she just didn't know where to put it. And then someone made a good point because I was watching Shannon's video from Nightcap of Ocho, and he said once Kelsey Mitchell knew how to catch passes from Caitlin Clark, it was lights out, and it has been. Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark, probably for the last 20 some odd games of the season, has probably been probably two of the best duos in the league. And next year, they're going to be a monster. Because Caitlin Clark has been a long season. She's been playing nonstop for the most part since college, since the last college season. Once she rests and they come back in the spring, they're going to push for a conference final. I don't know if they're going to make it to the finals because you still have the New York Liberty. Um, you still have the Las Vegas Aces. They're still always one of the top two teams in the league. But Indiana, if they keep this going and they keep on adding pieces, they're going to be there. I think the Indiana Fever will win a championship within the next 5 years or so. I can almost guarantee that because of Mitchell and for Clark. The sky's totally different. Like in the past 10 games, the Fever has been 8-10, 8-2. They've won 8 games, lost 2 games. While the Sky has gone 2-8, they have gone completely off the rails. And Monica McNutt said, "Well, I'm basing my rookie of the year, which is Angel Reese, on the team's record." And at one point, yeah, the Sky was better than the Fever, but now that's totally different. The Fever is firmly in the playoffs, and the Sky are barely hanging on. And if I'm the Sky, I'm trying to get Enrique out of Dallas. Angel Wilson is a clear-cut MVP of the league. Angel Wilson is fantastic. I love Angel Wilson, and it's horrible that this is on the WNBA for not trying to promote this woman better. This woman, by the time she retires, will probably have most of the records. She's that good. But it should be an easy sell because she's in Las Vegas. Like, what's a hotter city than Las Vegas right now? But the W has done a horrible job of promoting her. Yeah, she's in a few commercials, but if she's your flagship player, you should do a lot more with her. And they failed that situation. But so you have Caitlin Clark coming in. Caitlin Clark got all these eyeballs coming from college, and it's almost like the W said, "Yeah, she's just a rookie. We're not going to do anything with her." It's like, what are you guys doing? And that's the thing that Stephen A. and Shannon was fighting with some of these women months ago. And it's like, it's marketing too. It's not just about basketball. Yeah, basketball is a big part of this, But if you guys want eyeballs on the W, you gotta promote Caitlin Clark. She's part of this. But it's like, no. There's other women in the league that deserves credit. It's like, we know this. But if you guys want bigger ratings, if you guys want more commercials, this girl was a gift to y'all. And y'all screwed it up. The Olympic team did the same thing. I love Dawn Staley. Dawn Staley is one of the best college basketball players ever. One of the best WNBA players ever. Now, one of the best college coaches ever. Dawn Staley, I love Dawn Staley. But she was on that Olympic committee that was choosing the women's basketball team, and they left off Caitlin Clark. Now, they also left off Enrique, which is crazy too. But they technically, they probably should have had Caitlin and Enrique and maybe Angel. But definitely Caitlin and Enrique on that team. Now, again, the women won the gold medal, but they struggled against France. Diana Taurasi did not deserve to be on that team. Diana Taurasi was on, she already had like 5 gold medals. Did she need a 6? No. She took somebody's spot. And if you didn't choose Caitlin, you definitely should have chose Enrique. But Caitlin Clark should have been on that team clearly for marketing reasons. NBC, if you go back to the Olympics, when you saw the ads, they showed Simone Biles, Kayla Ledecky, Noah Lyles. There would have been a spot for Caitlin Clark. They would have showed Caitlin Clark, and guess what? They probably would have shown at least 1 or 2 women's basketball games on prime time. The problem was you had so much gymnastics and so much swimming, and you had track and field that you couldn't. The chance of you showing a whole game was kind of. Even the men's wasn't on prime time all the time. The men had their spots on prime time because you had LeBron, Steph, and KD. So they made sure that the men was on sometimes. But man, the women, they was always on USA, or they was on late at night, because the women who selected that team didn't understand the marketing impact of Caitlin Clark. By now we should have been reading about, oh my God, jersey sales from the women's basketball skyrocketed this year. Oh man, they had to move the venue for the final game to a bigger venue because there was so many people who wanted tickets. Like, these are the stories we should have heard about women's basketball coming out of the Olympics, which would have helped the WNBA. And that's the problem when I look at these ladies. These ladies, some of them, when it was really going heavy on Angel and light on Caitlin, is they was going on feelings and not on facts. And if you guys want to be respected as basketball analysts, the proper way to analyze Angel and Caitlin would have been, Angel's playing better now. Part of this, Angel didn't have to worry about being roughed up too much. She could just go out there and play. There's less pressure on Angel. Caitlin got there's a lot more pressure on her. So, of course, there's more teams that's scouting her, and who's I think about a lot of teams, even though Caitlin was a rookie, they were scouting to stop her, regardless, because they know what she did in college. They weren't really as concerned about Angel. I think they knew Angel was tough, but I don't think they was concerned about her scoring. So the debate should have been, Angel's playing great, but as soon as Caitlin figures it out, it's going to be a closer race. But everybody's like, no, it's Angel. It's all Angel. Even Shaq, oh, no, it's Angel. It's not Angel. And Angel, I think Angel is a fantastic player. I think her, Angel, Caitlin, Cameron Brink, I think the future, Brink, who's got hurt with the Sparks, and a few other rookies that's played well, I think the future is bright with the WNBA. But ladies, if you want the league to be respected, if you want the people to respect the league, your analysis got to be more about feelings of who you like. It got to be about the facts. And Stephen A. and Shannon Sharpe are right. And yeah, they want them to apologize. Especially Shannon. I think Shannon wants all these women, including Caroline Pecker's not in this picture, to apologize, because these dudes took a lot of heat from people. Oh, y'all capping for that white girl. So it's like, no, they were right, because they saw what Caitlin Clark brought to that league, but people got caught up in their feelings and they didn't analyze the game. So ladies, moving forward, next season, you can't hide behind Angel Reese. You can't hide behind your feelings. Caitlin Clark is coming. She's going to be the best player in the league. And it still probably will be Asia Wilson and Stewie in New York and Enrique. But Caitlin Clark's right there. And my question to you guys is, what are you guys going to do about it?